Last year I spent the greater portion of July digging up and dividing the irises that were in my garden. In a previous video on my channel, I talked about how I had divided the irises and planted them. Now let us look at how they are blooming the first year after the division. We can see that there is not a sporadic but a moderate amount of blooms going on in the garden. Here are the yellow and red iris. You can see how it's grown. It's put out a light to normal amount of bud stalks. Over here you can see there's one bud stalk over here. This one took it really easy, this patch, which is okay. Next year it'll have more. Over here, so we move through here, there's about maybe 10% blooming going on here. Further back there, likewise another 10% blooming. Here we're good at only a few. This could be because of the shade. It could be because these irises were planted later in the year. It could be because the iris borers did heavy damage and I had to cut them back pretty hard. Now we're circling around the patch. Here's where it's about 10%. These irises, most of these were in the shade to a degree. This is a known patch, so those were blooming last year. Those back there were unknowns. These were unknown patches. They had some strong leaves. Here's a couple blooming now. This one put out a flower, this one did, this one will, this one will. But what I see a lot of is like fans, healthy fans. Well, not healthy because you can see the borer activity, so this is going to have to get treated in the next couple days. But like a healthy activity here, whereas this is almost guaranteed to bloom next year because it's going to get really big. It's got a lot of room on all sides of it. That iris is going to be a really good, give you a really good bloom next year. And as the irises bloom, I will be taking them out of this area because I'm only putting them here to identify them and sort them out into their respective colors. So then they will be set into group patches around the yard, like maybe like where it's more sunny. Room is a premium, so maybe the patches will have to be set around here.